Captain Walker, can you hear me?
Colonel?
Open your eyes, Walker. I need you to see what you've done. Dubai should have died long ago. We were ordered to abandon these people. Instead, we chose damnation. Not all of us.
What? Who's there?
One of your victims. One who was just following orders.
You gave us no choice.
There was always a choice. You just fucked it up.
We tried to save you.
Deep down, you knew we all had to die.
This wasn't my fault. Captain. Lugo. Help.
There were over 5,000 people alive in Dubai the day before you arrived. How many are alive today, I wonder? How many will be alive tomorrow? I thought my duty was to protect this city from the storm. I was wrong. I have to protect it from you.
Walker. Are you there?
What is choice? What is the thing that makes people choose one thing over the other? And does that matter in an environment surrounded by? In Spec Ops: The Line, you play as Martin Walker, as the leader of a group of soldiers consisting of Alfonso Adams and John Lugo. Your mission is to track down John Conrad, the leader of the Dam 33rd, a rogue American group which has taken over Dubai. You start your journey outside the city.
Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.
While venturing into the destroyed city of Dubai, we meet a bunch of bandits. Here the player is offered a choice that doesn't matter. The choice to shoot or wait for the bandits and find a peaceful solution. That peace never comes. From here on out, the only thing people understand and respond is violence. From here on out we play not by the traditional rules of logic, but with the rules of the destroyed city of Dubai.
Kill them!
Dubai represents complete anarchy, a place where you aren't safe anywhere, and as such we humans want to conquer it. The souls trapped here could easily stop, reach a peaceful agreement, but this place is so corrupted that would end up being meaningless. Like firefighters who light fires up to create a situation where they can save people, called hero syndrome. The person who comes out of Dubai is going to be one of the biggest in the history books. That flame is what drives a protagonist. The thought of being lauded as a hero is what drives him to the point of no return. We catch up with our protagonist. After a long road of killing, our group of misled heroes find themselves in the camp of the refugees that are stranded in the sea. Seeing the tragedy that had been committed here motivates them to save, but what ends up happening is that they end up fighting the American soldiers that have gone rogue. Up until this point they have been killing local goons, people who are below them, scum of the earth, with a mentality of doing the right thing by ending their lives, because they are considered terrorists and a danger to the free world. But the mentality of the group changes when they fight the rogue Americans. They start to question the morality of the situation. racing through the mind scenarios where blood wouldn't have been shed. But that would mean abandoning the mission, and Walker cannot let that happen. He protects himself from responsibility by saying it was all in self-defense and making himself believe that there was no other option. Walker tries to protect his sanity in order to succeed in his mission, but what he doesn't fully realize is that his sanity, his morality, was already broken from the start. The voice in his head telling him what's moral has been clouded. This environment that breeds violence solves all its problems with it as well. We meet our pack of heroes at the gate. Do I need to explain what happens?
Set it up.
You're fucking kidding, right? That's white phosphorus.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You've seen what this shit does. You know we
Might
can't
not have
use
a
it.
choice, Lugo.
There's always a choice.
No. There's really not.
You ain't Walker. We'll fire.
Okay, prepare to fire.
That in order?
Yeah, it is.
Fine. Launching camera. Camera online, sir.
Humvee's destroyed. What else we got? Fire!
Stand by.
Another Hummer! Track north to the trench! Do it!
Reloading.
Target in sight.
Do it!
Prepping mortar.
Hummer disabled.
This was too much.
Stop talking.
What'd you just say?
It means the smoke is toxic. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, right. Gee.
Come on. He's already dead.
Why?
You brought this on yourself.
We were helping.
What? Oh no.
Are those civilians?
Where'd they come from? There's no camp here.
They took him from the nest.
That hotel back at the storm wall? No, those can't be the civvies that got kidnapped. It's not possible.
Yeah, it is. That's why Gould stormed this place. He didn't want the gate.
He was trying to rescue his people. This is your fault, goddammit! Stop right there, Lugo. What it is, he wouldn't listen. Have a choice. He turned us into fucking killers. That's enough, Sergeant. No, control yourself. No.
Hello everybody! My name is Tassus100 and welcome back to another epic Fortnite video. So why don't we start in and take out this big fat W. Okay. I guess I should talk about the civilian massacre. Not only this is one of the most memorable and shocking scenes from video game history, but it also shows what taking important choices and those choices panning out as you would like is a lot based in luck. The philosophy of Call of Duty towards their heroes is the men who make the right decisions. The people who, even when making a choice that is immoral, they justify it under the gaze of being for the good of humanity. That they made that choice to help the majority, and the people caught up in the crossfire are just a sacrifice for the greater good. Like the heroes of Call of Duty, Walker thinks to himself that he couldn't do anything to save those innocent people. That he made a tough decision for the good of the people, and the forces out of his control led him down the path bathed in blood. He made the right choice. The world just didn't listen to him. How can he be wrong? He is the hero of the story. They say that for someone to adapt to the environment of war, they should strip themselves from emotions. Death is something common and everyday thing, but it takes a crazy man to deny what's in front of him. Walker finds himself in a position where he has to choose to spare the life of one of two people hanging. At this point, what does it matter? Can this one life Walker will spare save him from the reality? The fact that dozens of civilians have died at his hands. No! Walker is just delusional. With no surprise, we find out that these people are already corpses and Walker imagined them alive. A choice that amounts to nothing. Everybody is dead. And if they aren't dead, they're going to be. The water supply is gone, and with no way of communicating with the outside world, everybody is going to die. Is the mission of finding Conrad so important? There is no point of fighting anymore. Why would anybody fight? What would they gain from it? Our hero continues his mission. Climbing the tower where the mastermind behind this whole operation is sitting. The creator of the environment that backed our hero in a corner and forced him to make those decisions. That man is dead. The voice you turn all of your problems to is dead from the moment you stepped foot in Dubai. You were the one that made those decisions, not understanding the consequences and how damaging they can be to the environment around you. You are responsible for the death of 5,000 people. And I'm not talking about Walker. I'm talking to you, the player. You are the one that kept Walker walking through all of this blood to reach his goal. In his mind, he may have had doubts, but as the entity controlling him, you sent him down that path without looking back. The monster isn't Dubai, isn't Conrad, nor Walker. The monster is you. A place where violence thrives is a place where most problems are going to end up being solved with violence. A person's singular choice isn't going to suddenly change this environment, and it isn't strong enough to spark change. It is only when people come together under a single goal that change can happen. Your choice as a singular human is meaningless in the constantly moving machine that is the world. To think that you can make the right decisions and to be the hero is not only ridiculous, but also selfish. In the real world, there are no superheroes that are going to come down from the heavens to help people, nor is any person more important than anyone else. Our distant examination of the world makes us believe that some people are better than, that they don't make mistakes and are perfect, but deep down we are all flawed. Anyone could make the choices Walker did, because the environment makes anyone's sense of morality filled with fog. Because how many times have you been in an active war zone trying to make decisions with hundreds of lives at stake? Spec Ops puts the blame on the player because he doesn't know better, because the player is unfamiliar with that environment, and Walker is the protagonist of the story. The player is led to believe the same mindset as Walker, that there was no other option at the gate, that all will be fixed by the end and everybody's going to go home to their families happy, because stories always end in a happy ending, right? The story has a quote-unquote happy ending. In this ending, Walker is greeted by the American reinforcements, and if you decide to not shoot them, you return to America. But as the cutscene plays, we get this line.
You know, Captain, we drove through this whole city to find you. We saw things. If you don't mind me asking, what was it like? How'd you survive all this?
Who said I did?
Hinting that Walker, whatever ending you choose, blew his brains out. But what if I told you there was a happy ending? A way to never go through the tragedy of war that is by never playing the game. By not playing the game, you aren't leading Walker into his descent into madness. You aren't being led through a journey where you don't have a say about the choices it presents you, and you aren't crossing the line.
Gentlemen, welcome to Dubai.